Zita's Lad, just out of point, to 7-1. Romany King in a point, to 7-1. Party Politics shortened to 8-1. Royal Athlete 9-1. Garrison Savannah on the same mark, and 10s bar those 5. As we're about a minute away from post time for the 1993 National. And Zita's Lad, a favourite over on the far side. The Gooser, the purple colours. The Gooser, one of the challengers from Ireland. And Romany King and Adrian Maguire, 21 years old, having his first ride in the race. Lately purchased by a Swiss banker, Mr. Urs Schwarzenbach, who can't be here today. He's detained by business, but his wife Francesca is here to represent him and to receive the trophy if that occasion arises. Toby Balding, his trainer, successful in 69 and 89, and they're being called in now. And the most famous steeplechase in the world will shortly be on its way. Keith Brown up on his rostrum for the last time to start his last Grand National. Carl Villahar is just turning a bit. An appeal by Charlie Swan as he looks for a place to get in. They're just going to be held up a little bit by majority going up towards the tape. Shaw Metal Direct and Riverside Boy have got to join them. The starter calling him up. Shaw Metal's right out of the back. Being led in by Jerry Scott to join him. Rock de Prince joining him too. Riverside Boy and Chatham, the only two out of the back now. And this looks as though it could be a go. Rock de Prince taking a turn. That's Royal Speedmaster, number 40. Just those two currently holding up the start. It looks as though Keith Brown is pretty well ready to dispatch him now. Royal Speedman, that's it, that away, and Riverside Boy is slowly away, and Chatham has refused to start at all, and Romany King has gone off, and a red flag is being raised, and it is in fact a false start. It's a false start, and interim limb has gone right over to the left. Several of them have. They've gone on the hurdle course, and Party Politics also. Well, what a tragic start for Keith Brown in his last dispatch of the Grand National. None of them have got all that far. One or two down at the first fence, but being eased up without any problems. Won't be gone long is down there. That's Give Us a Buck to the right. Williamson's Jewels with the sheepskin noseband. Captain Dibble just turning. Carl Villahar turning to come back too. Give Us a Buck nearest to us in the check colours. This is Tarkogan's Best with the green sheepskin noseband. And a new formula, and young Judy Davis. All new formula. Formula One, I should say. And Judy Davis. They're all popping back from that. That's Laura's Bow in the centre. David's Dukey. So that was the false start. And you'll see a replay. You'll see that Chatham is left absolutely flat-footed, no chance, but what really caused it was the fact that the tape did not rise properly. That's why they had to be called back, because doubtless one or two may have had their nose too close to it at the time it was released. So that inevitably led to a false start being declared, and the runners being recalled, I must say, with really commendable speed. Garrison Savannah walking right there. Formula One, Zeta's Lad, Quirinus. Behind Quirinus is Howe Street, he's the grey, with Direct on his far side. That's the Gooser nearest to us, Joyful Noise. Then Car Villa Howe in those Hearts, and then Latent Talent. And Latent Talent was Travel Over. David's Dukey, Farm Week. There's Party Politics. Giant Party Politics must be wondering what this is all about. This didn't happen last year, he said. We got off nice and quick, and I had quite an easy time of it, because he's a great big strapping horse, and he just stepped over these fences. He really made them look like dolls' brooms. Riverside Boy and Royal Speedmaster and Shaw Metal once again a little bit behind the others. Chatham getting in this time, being held. That's Judy Davis, 33. Latent Talent, nearest to us, number 18. De Prince, on his far side, number 12. Lots of appeals from the riders, because there are several that can't get in line. Chatham getting pretty fed up with it over on the far side, as we see them. Comes Quirinus, sheepskin noseband there, to just backing away now. Martin Pipe, Chatham's trainer, is behind him there, encouraging him to get in and join him, but he's getting very mulish. And this noise from the crowd really getting one or two of them right on their toes. Royal Speedmaster still got to get in to join the others. He's currently out of picture, but I doubt if Keith Brown will wait indefinitely. That's David's Dukey spinning round. This is him nearest to us, Royal Speedmaster, with the press curve, being led in by Jerry Scott now. And for a moment it looked as though Keith Brown had him. Yeah, and they're away. Oh, this time it, and once again the tape, they're snagged on the tape, and it's a recall. It's a recall. It was caught round Richard Dunwoody's neck, the tape. It won't be gone long. They've been recalled, but the majority don't realize that it is a recall. They're going down to jump the first. They're going to. So it's Royal Buck on the near side, Car Villa Howe on the far side with Rowlandson's Jewels, and they're sure to be recalled, I would think, but over to John Hanmer.
Well, at the first, the ones that have jumped it, that is, and meanwhile over the second, Shaw Metal's in front of Car Villa Howe, then Rowlandson's Jewels. Travel Over has stopped, and they're coming to the open ditch, and Shaw Metal it is who's over first from Give Us a Buck, and then on the near side Romany King, Stay on Track, Session Ness, and then on the other hand, and then just in behind them the Gooser as we join Jim McGrath.
And it's Shaw Metal who led over the fourth there as they all got over that one. They're all continuing. Mistaken. Farm Week is gone. Farm Week gone at that one. Davis Dukey was badly balked as they go to the next one now, and it's Give Us a Buck up there in company with on the other hand and Car Villa Howe as they draw to it now from the Gooser, but Shaw Metal led over it on the inside. Out wider on the course then is the Committee, followed in behind them by Howe Street, and further back in the field is Isha Ness as they travel down now towards Beaches, and on the inside it's Shaw Metal who's going to lead them over Beaches on the inside. Give Us a Buck is out wider as they get over that one. The leaders are all over pretty safely. In fact, they're all over there safely. Davis Dukey just jumping it, coming to the Fournaven fence now. They're all continuing. Shaw Metal the leader by 2 lengths or so as he draws to it now from Howe Street. Then on the inside is Romany King, very handy from Give Us a Buck. Interim Lib, Isha Ness is behind them, followed by Car Villa Howe, the Committee, then Stay down tracks the inside as they come to the canal turn. Next in the field then is Party Politics, who's very handy as they go to the canal turn now, and Shaw Metal led over it. Shaw Metal by a couple of lengths to Romany King. Interim Lib the inside. House Street is out wide. Then Ishanez followed next in the field by Give Us a Buck as they go over Valentine's. Further back is Garrison Savannah, fairly handy as they all get over that one okay. Then Royal Athlete as they go towards the 10th, and we rejoin John Hanmer.
I don't know why they're going on, because it's got to be a void race. The starter's flag was up, but it's Shaw Metal out in front of Howe Street. Then Interim Lib, Travel Over's gone there, and right at the back is David's Dukey as they come to the open ditch. And Royal Athlete's gone as well, and it's Howe Street out in front of Shaw Metal, Carvilla Howe, Give Us a Buck, Romany King, Interim Lib, and Escher Ness. And then comes the committee as they jump the 12th, and Howe Street landed in the lead from Shaw Metal, Give Us a Buck. Then on the inside, Romany King and Carvilla Howe, then Escher Ness, Interim Lib, the committee, and they're followed by, on the other hand, Party Politics and Garrison Savannah and Laura's Bow on the outside. And they're going now towards the 13th, and Howe Street just in front as we join Peter O'Sullivan.
Well, here's one of the greatest sensations ever in the National. There were 9 horses still waiting at the start. Richard Dunwoody has still got the tape round his neck that he got caught up in on Won't Be Gone Long, and officially it really cannot possibly be a race with the starter's flag still raised. But Howe Street doesn't know that. He's in the lead from Shaw Metal, and coming to jump it clear, Howe Street from Shaw Metal, Romany King just behind him. Then comes David's Dukey and Carvilla Howe and Give Us a Buck. And this is the most amazing scene here, with the crowd booing as they realize that several horses have had, 9 horses have had no chance at all, and they're being waved past the chair. They're not going to jump it. It isn't, well, they are going to jump it. They can't believe it. Howe Street lands in the lead. Shaw Metal nearly went. They're going to have to pull up when they get here. Surely, Howe Street from Interim Lib on his inside and Give Us a Buck. Then Carvilla Howe, and boos from the crowd as they jump the water. Right up there is Escher Ness. And they're being told not to go out in the country, but they can't believe it. They're going on. Mr. Ed has pulled up, but Howe Street is carrying on. Riverside Boy has pulled up, but Howe Street's going on from Shaw Metal. Interim Lib and Carvilla Howe. The crowd are booing. Director's been pulled up. Zeta's Lad's been pulled up as well. Captain Dibble's been pulled up, and Garrison Savannah and Party Politics. They've all been pulled up at the start, and now there's nobody to stop them by the look of it out in the country. Howe Street jumped it in the lead from Shaw Metal and Interim Lib and Escher Ness and Carvilla Howe, and the riders looking across at each other as if to say, what are we supposed to do now? Shaw Metal on the inside, Howe Street the grey. Then comes Romany King in third, Interim Lib 4 on the inside, as they run down to the next, and we rejoin John Hanmer.
Well, Shaw Metal's jumped what would have been the 19th, except it isn't a race. And Shaw Metal, the leader from Howe Street, Romany King still going, Carvilla Howe, Give Us a Buck, Interim Lib, and then the committee, and then comes Escher Ness, and Howe Street has fallen, and Shaw Metal has fallen, and still going at the back is Laura's Bow and Bonanza Boy. Joyful Noise has pulled up, and possibly the jockeys think that the people waving flags are demonstrators, and that's why they're going on. But let's join Jim McGrath at Beeches.
Well, this absolute farce, they're still continuing here, and we can see 8 of them on screen now as they come to Beeches. Give Us a Buck goes right through it on the outside. Fortunately, they've got over it okay. They're realizing it, the riders here. They're slowing up to a virtual walk as they come towards the Foynehaven fence. Romany King, Adrian Maguire having his first ride in the race on the inside. The committee, Interim Lib, Carvilla Howe just on the outside as in behind them, Give Us a Buck. But they're all sensing something's wrong, but nobody's really game enough to pull up as they come towards the canal turn now. The Goose are out of the race there. Mistake by Interim Lib, but this absolute farce continues. Interim Lib's rider has been unseated. They come now towards Valentine's, and the leader, Romany King, on the inside of the committee, then Carvilla Howe, and behind them, Give Us a Buck. On the other hand, Bonanza Boys refused, but they're continuing on as they go to the next. Let's rejoin John Hammer.
And this would be 5 out, and up in front it's Romany King and the committee from Carvilla Howe on the other hand, and then Give Us a Buck and Esher Ness, and they're clear of Laura's Bow, and those are the only ones I think. And the committee led over the open ditch 4 out, the committee from Romany King, then Carvilla Howe, Give Us a Buck on the other hand, Esher Ness and Laura's Bow, and this would be 3 out, and Romany King and the committee took it together from Carvilla Howe. Then on the other hand is next with Give Us a Buck, and they're followed by Esher Ness, and they're clear of Laura's Bow and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Well, this is one of the greatest disasters in the history of the National, because here are these heroic competitors preparing to come to the second last fence, believing that the race is on. It cannot possibly be an official race. Here we have the two disputants, the committee on the near side, the sheepskin noseband, Adrian Maguire on the far side on Romany King, Carvilla Howe next being challenged by Esher Ness as they come to the second last fence. And it's Romany King and the committee, and these horses having an arduous race for nothing, but it cannot be a race. Esher Ness is making good progress in third place. At the final fence, Esher Ness comes to tackle the two who preceded him into that fence, and Esher Ness going away from the committee and Romany King as he races up towards the line. Of course, there were people on the course earlier, and the riders thought that they were demonstrating, and so they didn't take any notice of those who tried to stop them. So as they race up to the line in the National, that surely isn't. Esher Ness is the winner. Second is Carvilla Howe. Third is Romany King for the committee, and 5 is Give Us a Buck. Then come, on the other hand, and Laura's Bow, and they are the only ones to have completed in the race that surely never was. So, an incredulous group of jockeys. There's Jamie Osborne, latent talent there. Here's Keith Brown, the starter. And here is a bitterly, bitterly disappointed rider of Esher Ness, John White, who so nearly won the race, a proper race on the Tsarevich, and having his 8th ride in the race today, 33-year-old John. And what a bitter, desperate disappointment for him.